At the time of making this video, if I was to go out and buy a TV and I wanted PIP channel, I would have to pay about $400 extra for a brand new TV with PIP channel, and I really don't care to buy that. I normally put about 10,000 hours on my TVs and replace them, so I'm like, well, how can I get around that? And luckily, someone makes something that does that. I'm gonna call this, it's called a multi-viewer box. I'll put the link in the description below. This is 4 in, 1 out. There is a 4 in, 2 out. And then there's like a 30 hertz or a 60 hertz. I went ahead and bought the 60 hertz because that's what my YouTube's running. That's what my Roku's running. I don't really think that's what a Switch is running, but whatever. Got this in the mail. I actually bought it on eBay cheaper. The guy actually took it for $185. But with this box, I can do PIP channel a lot nicer than the actual PIP channel that they include in a TV. And I know if you have DirecTV and all that, you just hit a button, it does PIP screen. This does 4 screens. It does 4 screens however you want it, up to 4 screens. Really nice and customizable. I hope it works the way I want it to and reliable, and the picture quality is there. This does 4K up to 60 frames, 60 hertz, however you want to say it. But I can take this and put it on my computer monitors. I can take it to a friend's house or something. I'm not limited to just what my TV can do, and I don't have to pay the extra money. And then this will hopefully last me about 10 years before they start running 120 hertz as a standard, and we'll probably be up to 8K by then. That's all that's in the box. The brand is OREI, something like that. 4K, 60 hertz. Feels pretty heavy duty just by the weight of the box. It doesn't feel like some lightweight box. Here's all the stuff on the back. HDMI 2D, whatever all that stuff is. You guys can look at and figure it out later. Oh, nice. It's nicely wrapped so that it does not get damaged. Oh, that is heavy. That is nice. I like the heaviness. Sometimes that tells you how good of quality something is based on heaviness. And this thing is a brick. I bet that's a pound or so. Okay, so we have an odd plug-in, which I wish it was normal. What the heck is that? Where's the rest of it? Oh, I love doing videos. Why does that have to be separate? I know you make stuff for other countries, but that is so weird. So it clips in. How do you get it out? That is kind of cool, but is it really needed? Is this thing putting out more output? Mine's putting out 30 watts, 12 volt, 2.5 amp. They could have done a charge brick at that. Charge bricks for USB now put out 24 volt, and this is output 12 volt, 2.5 amp at 30 watt. Basically what the Steam Deck's running, if you guys know what Steam Deck is. And then it goes to whatever that is. Man, this is getting super weird. Why does it? I've never seen something screw on like that. I could still put that on there. No reason it couldn't be USB-C. Oh, it's got an IR cord. Nice. I did not know it came with this. That little eyeball right there, the remote's going to see it. For this price, it really should have a nice remote that doesn't need all this. But still cool that it gets this. Looks like about 6 foot. I'm going to put that back in there before I destroy the eye. Looks like the connector for the back of the unit, which kind of looks like the old radio plugs, which I have not used in a long time. There's the remote. You guys can look at that. The remote has a good feel to it. I never noticed it had a power on button. I just wish it would work. But it's got the little cheap battery in it, the 2025 battery in it. I'm assuming that's to mount it. Nice manual. Ooh, manual's heavy too. You guys want to read this? Pause it, screenshot it. Hopefully it shows up. Saying it runs 4K 60 hertz. We shall see. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Oh, it even tells you what each bit of the receiver is. That's pretty nice. A little bit more info than you need, but really cool. There's the different screens that you can run, which that's what I'm excited about. Still saying 4K 60 hertz over there on the right, which is nice. This is a heck of a manual. Controller software. See, if they would have just made it USB, you wouldn't have to do all this. Who's going to get that? Just make it USB to where you could plug it into the computer. This is to update it, but it should be fine from how it's updated, unless it has copyright issues. Other than the USB-C, or even a regular USB not being integrated in it, that's my only downfall of this so far. Okay, we gotta get through this. This does have output for speakers. Kind of abusing it. Okay. I just love the heaviness. It's got nice little pads on the bottom. Don't think they're really anti-skid. They're kind of just there to keep it off of the device you're putting it up on top of. We've got optical out, one HDMI. Again, there is one with this doubled. It also costs double the money. Right and left output, optical again. Your 4 HDMIs in, which you only can watch all 4 at once. That's how you update it, I guess, which seems like a joke. The IR, this is DC 12 volt in. Nice logo on top. It does show fingerprints for just a second. I think it's kind of cold for some reason. It's been in the house with for quite a while. Air vents on the one side, air vents. Doesn't feel like there's a fan or anything. On the front we have a power button. Looks like there's going to be a light right there for power. 1, 2, 3, 4. Auto. Does kind of need a tear off because it's a bit scuffed. Button feels great. Auto, input, screen setup, and resolution. 4K 60 hertz multi-viewer. There's the IR sensor. Probably gonna have to put this low so it picks up everything. We'll have to see. Wish I had a USB out on it. Since it's putting 12 volt in, why not make a USB so when you plug in your Fire Stick, you could plug the power stick for your Fire Stick in. That'd be nice. Let's go plug it in, see how it works. Look at that. Not having any copyright issues on YouTube, no problem at all. Turn on the stats for nerds. It says it's running 60 frames and it looks perfect. That is actually running through my Roku stick, running on input 1. Input 2 has a switch on it. Kind of looks fuzzy with the switch. I'm going to let you guys determine, but I'm going to switch through a bunch of different things, just telling you what I'm doing. You can always ask in the comments because there is so many settings. I'm going to put you guys right there and probably kill a battery on my thing while doing this. So with the remote, let's just be on YouTube right now and kind of go over everything. You have a wet floor that I just stepped in. I was doing another video and spilled water all over the place. So with the remote, you can switch instantly between HDMI 1 and 2. There's 2. See how quick it is? You can't really see how quick me pressing the buttons. Where's my hand? Okay, so the device is clear over here. I'm trying to get it. Gotta make sure it works before you just go throwing a whole setup together. That's beautiful. For copyright issues, I gotta keep switching it around. So then you have HDMI 3.4 resolution. Stay awake switch. I'll press the resolution button. I love that. Yeah. Let's go back to number 1. I don't know if it likes me pressing that resolution button. Kind of just shuts it off. Wonder if I could push it again and turn it back on. No signal. Great. So do not press the resolution button. I want to power it down, power it back on. The Roku should still be running because it's actually running off my TV for power wise. This doesn't have a power built into it for USB output. It's definitely a downside. Will it just turn back on? It turned back on. So if you mess up anything, just press the button and shut it off. Okay. I'm going to press these buttons and see what that does. Okay, so these 2 buttons right here have little arrows on them. That's just to go to the next. And then this is gonna be kind of weird because we don't have 4 screens set up right now, but I'm gonna press the button and it's gonna automatically put one of our screens up there. It kind of still hurts the area, but if you had like a football game going up at the top right and you're doing something here, I guess it would work. Press it again, puts them side by side, but they kind of squish them both. Everything's kind of tight. Just gonna go through them. Right there kind of makes the one on the right a little bit smaller. Fine to me, really. There's if you want to do 3 shows at once. Any screen that's offline is blue. I made it blue instead of black. May switch it back to black. That seems like a good one. Everything's a little bit squished, but I think you could still figure out what's going on up there. There's a 3. There would have been a 3rd TV down here. That would have been 3 again, I think. And then it goes back to 1. It didn't do the 4. There's a 4 too. So on here we also have audio in. Let's turn up the volume on here.
Was that we would have everything that you need in a hospital except for beds, lab and imaging and other key outpatient
It'd be
services.
easier just hit the mute button.
We have access.
Okay, so you can mute the audio with this, or you can just leave it at 100%. I'm going to put it back up to 100%.
The ER and urgent care.
But
so
I also can still adjust it with my TV remote. Audio in. Oh, so once you... Okay. Let's go to number 2, which is the switch. She changed her picture to match mine. So this is going to have non-stop music here. But say we're doing Pip. We're listening to him, but we want to listen to the top right. You hit A in and go down to HDMI 2 there on the right side. Now I'm listening to Mario Kart. If I'm wanting to switch back and listen to that guy that's a non-stop ad, I wish I was watching my own video. You go to HDMI 1. Now we're listening to him. So that's pretty cool. You can change the audio, but you got to use this, which isn't too bad. Of course, the mute button. We're gonna go ahead and go under settings. Right now we're running some weird 1200 by 720, 60 frames. It was running 60 on 4K earlier. Let's go ahead and... Is there a quick way to just end?
It's evolved over the years. And so for all of those...
There is not a quick way to end
to see
your
become a reality is so exciting.
PIP channeling. I think that was the 4. I like the 4. They're not putting a line in between them. So there we go. That one, I gotta go back to that guy because he's running 60 frames. Now if I go under there, oh, maybe it did change. There. That was probably me pressing the resolution button earlier because I did notice it was working before. Oh, yeah. Whew, that's beautiful. So now it will tell us under here, AFK screen, meaning there's nothing on there. I put on blue screen. Your other option was black screen. I don't know if you guys can see this, hopefully. I don't know what ITC means, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Here we got configuration for PIP, PBT, 3 window, 4 window. Oh, it'll just go straight to it. Okay, I didn't really want that. Just kind of showing you guys the settings. Audio select HDMI 1 at the current moment. Volume, I can mute it. And then under here, all the stuff about the unit. I'm gonna go ahead and press some buttons on the unit itself. Let's see if it... Power button, of course, hopefully it shuts it off. It didn't. So you gotta hold on the power button to shut it on and off. Turn it back on, all that should be right there. Let's see if it goes to HDMI 1. Okay, it's on HDMI 1. Still playing that video. Let's put it on. Okay, now it's stuck on the music. So if I put on Win 1. So under the audio settings up here at the top right, if you put on Win 1, it'll go to whatever your selection is. If you don't, it'll stay on whatever the HDMI is. Hopefully you guys are understanding this. Okay, we got on HDMI 2. Let's shut off the unit and see when we turn it back on if it goes to HDMI 1, which would be the YouTube video, or if it goes to HDMI 2, which was what it was on when we shut it off, which would be Mario Kart. I'm kind of hoping it goes back to 1. Darn. Okay, so it goes back to whatever you left it on, which is fine, because hopefully it doesn't mess with my girlfriend too much. She just wants a simple setup. Me, I want 15 screens going. Okay, what else do we got on here? Auto. I don't know what auto's gonna do, because right now we have currently 2. Let's shut off the switch. Put to sleep. I'll actually know when that goes to sleep because my switch runs through a recorder. That automatically switched over. But will it switch automatically over to the Wii? Turning the Wii back on. I like the auto feature. Seems like it's working pretty good. Auto I'll have to leave on, and it'll just make it simple for the people that want a simpler setup. And because it has a new input source, it switched to the Switch. Let's go ahead and start that. But let's see if I switch it to number 1, I mean. If it automatically switches back to the Switch, because it's on auto still. Hopefully you guys can hear me good. Quality's perfect. And this is actually coming in at... Oh, it looks brilliant. Okay, so it's not automatically switching back. So auto will switch back to whatever source is still running, which is perfect for my setup. Hopefully you guys understand that a little bit. Auto's still on. I'm going to shut that off. Input. Will it go through all 4? It does. So it goes through all 4 even though you don't have all 4. It's not really indicating what input you're on right there. So you kind of got to go slow with it. Then you got the button to run the PIP. Perfect. And the resolution button, which I'm not hitting again, I'm sure it works. I'm going to go ahead and put 4 devices on there and see what all it looks like. Okay, I was just informed that I was supposed to be playing with somebody tonight, if you guys watch my live stream. So now I got to rush this a little bit and think of how I'm going to set it up. I actually bought this for 3 devices, not 4. We kind of stream everything, so we don't even have a Blu-ray player, video game console, other than the Switch. We really don't have all that stuff. So I moved around HDMI 2. It's not the Switch anymore, but that video is still going at 60 frames. There's number 2, which is a Roku player, which I'd be watching live TV on it. And then there's Mario. So she could be playing the Switch or something, not complaining that I'm watching my shows. Then we have another. Okay, so that's the first Roku. I was messing up there. That's Roku number 1. It won't be watching YouTube. I'll probably be watching a football game or something. If there's another football game on, there's Roku 2, which is kind of like the 1080p version one. And oh, it connected to Wi-Fi. Let me find my phone. I have not plugged this thing in years. I got it for free from Sling. I think my phone just restarted. I got it free from sling.tv.com, or it was for signing up or whatever. I was like, I'll use that for like outdoors or something. I never really used it until now. It'll probably be my secondary TV because you got to have a second input. So if it's really connected to Wi-Fi, I'm going to use the app that they give you and go into the remote. Hopefully it's under here. And it is not. It's called, oh, there it is. Cool. Just took a little bit. Let's go ahead and go to YouTube on it. Oh, it works perfect. Isn't this? I haven't used this in years. It's going to have an update, but it'll go quick. I haven't used this thing in years, and I plug it in, it connects to Wi-Fi and my phone. Don't even need the remote. I don't want extra remotes laying around. And then it freezes up right here. So I think this only puts out 1080p, but we're going to go ahead and go onto YouTube and see if it does the stats for nerds and at least gets 1080p at 60 frames, I'm guessing. Hopefully the same video. Then we're also going to go into the Hulu app, make sure it doesn't shut down copyright stuff. No, that's my stuff. Guess I could have just hit the keyboard button. 4K video. There we go. Let's go see if we can get copyright. Oh, my favorite, Norway. Norway's beautiful on here. It's only going to be 1080p. Sure, it'll still look good, though. Whoops. It's a new Norway video. I used to watch this stuff and fall asleep. We are running 720p. Let's see if it's actually doing it. Stats for nerds. It's running, on this video, it's only running 30 frames. That may be all this thing can do. I really don't know this device very well. There's 12K. 12K video.
No. Try my Old Spice. You can use
Sorry if I'm just rambling on, but I wanted to know all this stuff before I bought it, and no one had that video out there.
Oh, that's fresh.
Saying 60 frames, is it gonna? That's the same guy we're watching on the other HDMI. Okay, we're running 1080p at 60 frames, and it looks beautiful. If we go to number 3, we're gonna have Mario Kart. Number 4, we'll have a computer that I just plugged in. That's my channel, my Discord, if you guys want to hit me up. So if we hit a button now, we have what's this one over here? One of the videos has stopped. I'm trying to just cycle through them. There's 2 on 2, 2 on 2 again. There should be something popping up down at the bottom right, and it's not. There's Mario Kart. I don't know what this other Roku is doing. Was it listening to me? It was listening to me. There. Okay, so we got HDMI 1, HDMI 2 up at the top, and then HDMI 3 at the bottom right. There's all 4 at once, which I think looks beautiful. The Stats for Nerds is still saying the same exact outputs, but it doesn't know it's going through that, so I don't really know what the TV is receiving. Everything's super quick too and responsive.
Electrolux has Smart Boost technology.
See how hot that box is
Stain
getting.
removal and longer-lasting fabrics.
It's not hot at all.
Electrolux Laundry. Save up to $800 at
Let's
Electrolux
push that button
and
again.
participating retailers.
Oh, and then we got the triple view. That triple view, or the triple on the side, looks really good. Doesn't look too crunched or nothing. It is a bit hard to see everything, but you can tell what you're looking at. So if you're watching the Olympics, which is what I'm trying to get this ready for, I'm a huge Olympics fan. This video right here, what was that? Okay, so it's Mario Kart why that one screen was white. It was reset. It wasn't this thing having a fit. Okay, and then it goes back to that one.
Today, there's a drive mode for every
Okay,
day.
so let's
While
say
Group 2 was hanging out with the
we want-
Skins, Group 3 was preparing to surf for the very first time. It took them a few tries, but after that they were catching wave after
Okay, I'm going to take a picture of that four-way
day. I think
thing.
all 3 groups were stoked with their experiences and were already
Actually,
ready
let's-
to go
I'm
on
gonna
the
go
next
through them for a
adventure.
video.
To learn more about the Nissan Pathfinder, visit Nissan USA.
Okay, I was kind of doing a video on my phone. So I want to go to do this as quick as I can because this video is rambling. Let's go to where it's just a single one. I want to be watching number 1, and then I want to put number 2. Okay, so number 2's already up there. So how do we? I think I press menu. And then go down, and I'm going to have to change. Yeah, okay. Okay, so you need the menu to do that. The actual, went to menu, change that to Mario Kart. Now I can change it to the computer. Just an extra computer. And we're going to change it back to that one. Actually, let's change it to Mario Kart. We can then change it to the left bottom. That's pretty nice. Oh, we can make it smaller. That's nice. Sorry, I'm nerding out. How small can it go? Oh, that's really nice. Look how small that is. Middle size and large. What's the other? Right bottom, left top. Sometimes they let you put them in the center. Okay. So you do need the rinky-dink remote. I wish they could have done a little bit better. Let's go to where there's 3. Not that 3. 3 on the right side. That is not what I want. I really like this one. I'm going to go in there and see what I can do for settings on this one. Windows Select 1 would be... Let's make it Mario Kart. Oh, it's going to do 2 Mario Karts at once? Oh, it did. You can have Mario Kart on all 4 of them, I bet. And then I'm going to switch out Mario Kart with HDMI 1. And then we got different modes down here. Just 2 different modes. 4, which is a different mode. And then that. And then full. Kind of like in the 16:9. It's pretty nice. Let's actually see if we can put all these on the same exact. That's gotta make it mad because it's like multiplying. It's doing it. Oh my gosh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. I think I've done enough playing around on that. If you guys want to see any more on the arrangement, let me know. Let's go ahead and see if Hulu has any problems. Let's just go down the row. We got Netflix doesn't work on my TV because I don't have an account. Not really anything on Netflix I care for. Let's play something on Hulu. Probably gonna put the camera down a little bit, but you guys can listen to it and I'll put it back up. Don't really want a copyright issue. Let's put anything on. Resume movie. I'll push it down a little bit. Gonna let it play for 15 seconds because normally it takes a little bit before copyright figures in and out. So, might as well mute it too. I'm gonna have some type of issue somewhere. This is Brittany Snow in this movie. Nice. She's looking good. Isn't Brittany Snow? Yeah, Brittany Snow. Okay, so that worked. Let's go ahead and go under Sling TV, which is an app I use the most. I'm gonna go under two different things because I have local TV what do you call it? Local TV and DVR, which I don't think DVR would probably have. There's Shark Tank. Let's kick that on. Oh, it's recording right now. No, don't play it. Don't like when. Oh, it just started recording a minute ago. Let's do Amazing Race. Well, it's playing it down there, no problem. I don't know why I went to the first one. Okay, is it going to have an issue? I'm going to point you guys down again. I guess I can let you see the bottom of it.
The Amazing Race is sponsored by Expedia.
Okay, seems to be working. Let's go see if recorded regular shows will work. And really, I have no recorded normal shows. So let's go to the TV guide. Let's watch Penn and Teller. New. That's a local. That'd be over an antenna. See if there's any copyright issues on that. Turn it down a little bit. I thought one of these guys died during COVID. Huh. Full use. FU.
Teller also gets a spot performing in the.
She's starting to age a little bit. Okay. That's working. Now let's go to Path to the Draft.
Those edition.
What was the last question? Quickly, Keenan Allen.
Yeah, he
wide
was
receiver.
here.
Yeah, was here. What
Yeah.
about seeing him? And
It was great.
you guys hanging out for a minute?
Yeah, so I've known Keenan for a little bit now. Hung out.
Okay. Doesn't seem like it's having any copyright issues through it. With the update process on this box, I'm really hoping it never has an issue or they make new issues down the road to where I have to update it because that box just doesn't look like it's easy to update. I'd probably end up buying a new box, which defeats the purpose of not buying that $400 extra TV. So I think that's it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If I feel like it or I'm in a good mood, I'll respond. If not, happy hunting for Pip Screen.